Good morning. This is Jamie. This morning before I got on my class, which I'm able to tie into on Zoom, um, I was listening to Gary Vee, and he gave this powerful, heartwarming YouTube video on not giving up what others think. And I think that's very smart because that holds so many of us back in life. And today I just want to get on here and I'm going to talk about my favorite company. And it's filled with beautiful people. And we have a lot of different names now because people have earned ownership and they have different branch names. And it helps the average people in the financial services arena. Um, this company has withstood lies, gossip. The original owner was arrested, of course, freed. He did nothing wrong. We're on the New York Stock Exchange. We have an A+ rating. We're on Better Business Bureau top. We're one of the top companies that tell people the truth. I was in this company and I was a client in my 30s. And I'm so grateful. And it's filled with good people. This company was designed to take ordinary good people and help them achieve in a world that's only set up for the rich. Okay. Did you have financial planners? The rich have financial planners. They have accountants. They have financial advice. All the rest of us were taken from. We're ripped off. We're misled. So this company is filled with these good people making it. Not all of us make it. Some of us have taken the slow road. I know I have autoimmune issues, and I had to homeschool my son before COVID made it popular to homeschool your children, and I've had to take the slow ride. I've had to leave, and the only reason I came back was because of COVID. Because during COVID, we're able to work virtually. We're able to tie into classes virtually. There's a quote of taking what was meant for evil and making it for good. That's what happened with our company with COVID. But even though I took the slow road, it didn't stop me from doing some things I'm really proud of. Like delivering several death claims were delivered on behalf of me and the agents I helped, kind of like my part-time brokerage back in the day. Like, for instance, one that I'm the most like happy and the best memory was taking a $500,000 check and handing it to a single mom, not single, a widow whose husband had died, and she had a baby on her hip and 3 more around her. And a few years earlier in his 40s, he said to me, he picked the best option. I gave him 3 different options. He picked the best one. You know what he said? Because I don't want her to have to settle for some Sancho if something happened to me. That was funny then, but 3 years later, it wasn't funny. It was a wise, loving choice he made. That was his last act of love for his family. So I'm going to read my notes here because I can get all over the place. So also my friend from high school had me go to a financial seminar. Her name's Dawn. And I ended up getting the income protection for myself. I mean, when they showed up, I had the wrong mortgage, wrong life insurance. I had the wrong savings. My money was at the bank, deeply in debt with some savings, but deeply in debt, paying credit cards. It caused my split up for me and my husband, who was a teacher, right? And I never regret getting that income protection, that life insurance, because through a severe, brutal attack with domestic violence that I thought I was going to die that day, I was grateful that I had money set aside for my kids if I did. And during COVID, where I was fighting for my life for 2 months, I tested positive and had symptoms, horrible breathing issues and breathing treatments for 2 months. And then just recently, those of you guys know, I was in the hospital with pancreatitis, and there I ended up getting lobe pneumonia, a severe bacterial form of lobe pneumonia. and I fought for my life. I mean, I fought for every breath. I cried out to God. I praised God. I listened to videos. I wasn't ready to go. And he saved me for a purpose. And I'm not going to let me not being able to talk right and me having memory issues, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that stop me anymore. Thank you, Gary Vee. I don't care what others think. I'm doing what's right. So my heart yearns to help teach others the financial truth that has only been taught to people, the rich. My heart wants to help more good people have their affairs in order and have money to leave their loved ones in case financial devastation will hit their families if they die too soon. And also help these good people not retire in financial devastation, retire in poverty. That's what I would like to do. And it's so much easier. I'm just a Zoom call away, and in the area we can meet. But, I really love the Zoom because you don't have to tidy up your house. You can see everything clear on the screen. I love it. And I want to tell you what's good about this company. I do side hustles because I have health challenges, an autoimmune issue where I could be walking my 3 to 5 miles a day, 7 days a week, which is what I do. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I injure my legs. I have them x-rayed. It's not that. It's an autoimmune disorder that attacks your joints, attacks your pancreas, it attacks your esophagus. I've had my esophagus stretch twice now. And I don't even make it to all the specialists they want to send me to because you have to drive far away and they want to send me to LA. Whatever. I'm not even going to go there. But if someone like me can get on here and do this, can you imagine what you could do? So I want to tell you why you could do this as a side hustle and why it's great as a side hustle. Because if you're like me and you struggle, you're older, you struggle. I have a family member I help with schizophrenia and autism. And right now I have to worry that she may start screaming through my window. You never know what's going to go on around here. I also have 8 adopted rescues, on my half-acre property. We have 3 addresses here, so I'm allowed to have them. But I never know when they're going to start barking. I have my pit bull right next to me. I never know when they're going to go crazy. And it allows someone like me to get on here and build a business. I'm working with one of the top people in the company. And I have friends that have made it big, that started off poor and worked their way all the way up the ladder. I'm not there yet. I've taken the slow road, like I said. But let me get back to what I was saying. What's good about this company is once you earn your promotion, I'm a regional leader. I'm at 70%. The next step is a broker. I have to pass some federal tests, so what have you. But the next step is a broker. Now listen, and there's also, you can get mortgage license. Back in the day, we got a huge referral fee for helping people with the mortgages. But because of all the banks that ripped everybody off, we didn't. We only did fixed loans, none of these balloon payment crap that the other industry did, and people lost their homes. But because of that, we have to get mortgage license. But it's okay because it's instead of $500 or $600, it's a lot more money. And I'm going to tell you about, we work with Rocket and they give us a wholesale. I refinanced my home with one of our licensed agents, and I could not beat the interest rate I got if I would have went right to Rocket, because they give our agents a special wholesale discount for marketing for them, for their clients, for the families they serve. So I used them for my mortgage. I had a money saved in an investment, an emergency fund, and investments that I had to use when I had an emergency. It was there to help me homeschool my son and help me keep paying for my financial responsibilities as far as like my life insurance and things like that. It's given me a peace of mind with every close call I had. And I want to help others have the same. But anyway, I'm going to stop because I'm talking too long, but I wanted to tell you, you can keep your side hustle. I have some side hustles where I help people with advice and products on how to become healthier, and which we need so much this day and age. But if we're in debt and we can't afford the payment every month, what good does it do if it's going to put you more in debt, right? But in this company, once you reach that promotion, they don't take it away from you. You have to keep some continuing it up. If you have if you're licensed with the state, we also have federal license we can get. The more licenses, the more money you can make. But I'm telling you, this company was founded. Oh, let me get to the gossip. We have some gossip online. It's bull crap. Okay, they paid a lot of money. Our company paid lots of money to see where all this crap came from. And it came from whole life agents who want to put us down because we teach people the truth. We get paid very little for our term insurance policies, and they include the best of the best riders. If you get terminally ill, you can get money to help you fight for your life, to help you go to like a doctor that offers some holistic treatments. We're seeing that help people get better once they're left for dead by the traditional institution or institutions, the medical institution, the financial institution that are just left for dead. You have money set aside. So you don't lose it. Once you meet those guidelines, once you get your promotions, you won't lose them. And I love that, because like with the rest of these companies, if you end up in the hospital because you're fighting for your life, you lose everything you just fought for. So with that in mind, I do have a video and I'd love to share it with you. I'm looking for good people, and there is a background check ran, and I know all kinds of people deserve second chances, but the state and the federal law requires the background check to be done, because you're dealing with people's money and livelihoods. But I'm going to go for now because I probably talked too much. I hope you have a great day, and we're looking to build the next all-stars, the next people who want to go from here and up here financially. Hey, I feel like I'm on the top of the food chain when I'm helping my animals. So you are, but we need to have some income to help feed them. I know I have a YouTube channel with 42,000 followers. It's almost monetized, and that's a great business opportunity too. But it's a lot of work, and not everyone has 8 dogs. This company is it, you guys. Have a great day. And I can add you to, I have 2 groups. I can add you to a group. I know it's hard to become friends if you see this on Facebook. Go ahead and add me on Fur Family Freedom. That's my pet group. And then I have a closed group for finances that I'm starting. And then I can switch you. You can message me in there and I can put you over to the finance and you can find out more about this. God bless. Keep smiling and have a great day.